So now let's move to next question. In this question we have to draw a Venn diagram and find the number of examines who passed only one subject and find the number of students who failed in mathematics. So let's consider two sets E and M, which contains students who passed in English and mathematics respectively. In this question we are given that 80% 80% examines passed in English and 70% passed in mathematics and 60 in both subjects. So n e is equal to how much? 80%. n m is equal to how much? 70%. And their intersection n e intersection m is equal to 60%. And 45 examines failed in both subjects. Since it is the set of students who passed in mathematics and English, so that means 45 must be outside the set. That means it must be the complement of the union of two sets is equal to 45, right? So now let's put these values in Venn diagram. So we are given that n e intersection m is 60%, so write it down over here, 60%, right? And e has to be 80%, so that means this should be 80% minus 60%, right? That is your 20%. And let's see at the m part how much that should be. So that is m is equal to 70%, so 60% is already included over there, so 70% minus 60%, that gives equal to 10%. And we always know that n u is equal to always 100%. So now you got 20%, you got 60%, you got 10%, that makes 90%. So how much left now? 10%. So 10% is in complement of n e u m complement. Okay, that is equal to 45, right? So here from the above Venn diagram we can see that 10% is equal to 45, right? So therefore 1% is equal to 45 divided by 10 is equal to 4.5. We got 4.5. So that is your Venn diagram. Now let's move to next questions. Find the number of examines who passed in only one subject. So that means number of examines who passed in only one subjects is equal to the green shaded part, the 20%, and the blue shaded part is n only m and n only e. That means students who passed only one English and students who passed only in mathematics. So n only e is how much? 20%, and that is how much? 10%. That gives you 30%, and 30 times percent, how much 1% is? 4.5. 4.5 is equal to 135, right? That's your answers. And let's move to next questions. So number of students who failed in mathematics is n m complement is equal to n u minus n m. So u is always 100%, right? Minus how much? 70%, and m is equal to 70%. That gives you 30%, or that is 30 times 4.5, that gives 135. Now let's see what does that mean in the Venn diagram. So who failed in mathematics is, look here, the NM is this set, right? The whole set, that is NM, that is your the students who passed in mathematics. So how much left now? The 20%, this is left, and the 10% is left. So you can write directly 20% plus 10% from the above Venn diagram. So that gives you 30%. So 30 times 4.5 gives 135.